The current Farm Bill expires in September of 2018, so we are working as we speak in the Ag Committee getting the draft for the 2018 Farm Bill. We hope to possibly complete it by the end of this year. So people do need to give me their input and reach out, because as we shape and write this, it's imperative that we hear from all of our local agricultural people, whether it's cattlemen, cotton growers, dairy, poultry. I need their advice and their concerns. And Farm Bureau has always been great about communicating, so that's a great source to go through to get to my staff and my office. But yeah, it's definitely time to speak up.
And as the committee, there are already hearings taking place, right?
Yeah, we've had numerous hearings already, and we'll continue to do that into the fall.
And the one thing that you have gotten from Farm Bureau, I just heard some brief comments here, but I know that's something that you have been receiving information on, is the cotton and dairy portion of the Farm Bill. That was what, in my mind, has seemed to have been the focus of a lot of ag organizations, specifically Farm Bureau, to try to get that different approach to it in this new one. And you're hearing that from
and I've spoken with dairy farmers. I met with Stan Butt and Mike Sumner is a big dairy producer in the state with concerns. The MPP program has not functioned the way that they had hoped, so we need to make changes there. And certainly in the cotton industry, same thing. So I've had meetings with their organizations and individuals, and it's very helpful as we try to shape the new policy moving forward.
And one thing about you, obviously you have those commodities in your district, one of the most rural districts there is, but it does encompass. People wouldn't believe that you had cotton, but I know you have cotton because you're in Lincoln County, right?
I'm in Marion County, but there's cotton in Franklin County and Lincoln County.
You have those.
I do,
so, yeah,
yes.
I mean, obviously you represent that cotton industry, and I know those folks are talking to you. Is that still important that you, I know it is, but that you hear directly from Farm Bureau, and why is it, you mentioned all those different groups that you have heard from. But there's one group that we think that kind of encompasses all of those, and I think that's a value to you to have advice from Farm Bureau, right? Right.
Now, it's been indispensable to me. When I was first elected in 2010, we started a relationship back then, and being on Ag Committee, it was incredibly valuable for them to help teach and guide me of the needs of the state of Tennessee, and they do a great job. I often in hearings will mention how proud I am to have the largest Farm Bureau in the country right here in my district in Columbia, Tennessee. So the relationship that we have in terms of communications on legislative issues is truly invaluable. And I know how large a group it is and how important it is to the state, and that they have direct interaction with the ag community, and we're able to meet like we did today, just sit down for lunch and talk about the issues. And we meet in Washington, we meet here in the district, and it's really been just really invaluable for me.
So going forward, what do you want to hear from, you said you want to hear from them.
Right.
You want to hear from not just Farm Bureau, but from all people in the district, because there's a lot of things that are attached to the Farm Bill. We all well know and good the other part of that, the nutrition program and those kind of things. But going forward, what is going to be most helpful for you?
I think just specifics. What do you like, or what do they like about the current Farm Bill? What has been working, what hasn't been working? Because this is something that we will live with for the next 4 or 5 years. So I think that both pros and cons, both good and bad, what's working, what's not working, and each different sector kind of knows their issue, whether it's cattle, whether it's chicken, even in worker situation for migrant workers, what's not working there, what concerns do you have? So as we reshape this policy, it's going to be important. If we don't know it's broke, it's hard to fix it.
So you're still feeling good?
Yes, I am. Thank you. You always ask that, and it's very kind. It'll be 3 years out now since I'll finish my cancer treatments in September 3 years ago, and everything's going well. I feel great, and I certainly appreciate all your prayers and concern.
crystal ball, if you had to say when will this thing go for a vote, the farm bill?
My guess is it might spill after the first of the year, but I think if we really get after it here this fall, that'll give us a leg up. And you always want to come in early if you can. You don't want to be, have your back against the wall, because I don't think the work gets done as efficiently. So I would hope that we'll see it done, no later than maybe March, and hopefully before then.